don't know. I just don't like it. Taylor's so authentic. Bam, we're live. That's just that commercial is just not authentic. I mean, it's not that it's not authentic, it's just not authentic.
Yeah.
Have you seen that thing, Caleb?
What thing?
The Born Taylor did a thing for the Born Primitive, a commercial.
Yes, I did see it. It's all right.
Not as commercial should be like, yo, I don't fuck around and no one's ever accused me of fucking around. And I wear Born Primitive shoes. Because they're the best shoes to work out in. Savage ones. Eat a dick.
Because they don't fuck around either.
Yeah.
The savage
Instead, it's like, oh, I can't wait for you guys to see it. When we play this commercial on Wednesday, we everyone in the comments, she just needs to tear Taylor up.
I love the Savage ones.
Yeah, I love the Savage ones. Hi, I'm Taylor Self from Sentinel Training. I love
they are quite possibly my favorite shoe I've ever worn in my entire life.
This double stitching that's used. This double stitching used with their done by their American-made sewing machines is fantastic. The needle quality is second to none. Shut the fuck up. I told you guys about that friend of mine who has 3 girls, and I was like, hey, that doesn't freak you out that there's like girls getting raped in high school bathrooms by trannies? And he's like, dude, it's an isolated incident. And it's like, oh shit. Please don't tell me please don't tell me my notes are all fucked up.
When aren't they fucked up? Let's be real.
That's a good point.
It's just an isolated incident.
Yeah, it's just an isolated. It's just an isolated incident.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Okay. Last night was did you either of you guys watch the fights last night?
No.
I watched up until this is horrible of me, but I watched up until the last 2 and then I fucking passed out.
Did you watch the Max Holloway fight?
I did.
Was that wild?
That was pretty crazy. I will say I don't think I agree with his like performance of the night or like fight them giving him the bonus.
Did he get it? I didn't even see. How do you know he got it? They said he got it.
Yeah, they posted it somewhere, but they said that he got the fight of the night and performance of the night, which I thought was fucking insane because it stabbed Gaethje in the eyes, both eyes, twice.
Yeah.
One in either eye. I just thought, I'm like, that doesn't. I mean, maybe the rest of them really weren't that great of a fight.
Here's the thing, and I know you know this, but and maybe I'm fine if someone's like, hey, you're an idiot, you don't know shit about fighting. But I don't think he had in my mind, he didn't have a chance in hell in that fight. He's notorious for not being a hard hitter. He's taken so many shots to the fucking head already. We do know he's tough as fuck, but he's taken so many. No, Holloway. He's not notorious for being a hard hitter. He's a high volume puncher. And I know he's good at taking hard hits, but he went up 10 pounds and with one of the hardest hitters in the entire sport, who's also a high volume puncher. And when he had the fight won in the 5th with 10 seconds left, he did the dumbest thing you could ever do. He said he went like, he did that thing where you stand in the middle of the octagon and point at the ground. And that means that both fighters, if they want, can come to the center and just unload. I mean, that was wild. Why would he take that risk? And then with 1 second left, he sleeps Gaethje.
I think that was dumb on Gaethje's part to actually stand with him.
Because it was his only hope, though. It was Gaethje's only hope to win, right? You just lost 5. I mean, the scorecards were 5-0, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah.
Oh, so Max did get the 600,000?
Yeah, it was 2 bonuses, 300,000 apiece.
Plus whatever he got for the fight.
Correct.
And as Ian said, that does make him a bad motherfucker. And that's what they were fighting for. They were fighting for a belt that's called the BMF belt.
Yeah, I think if they don't stand in the center and duke it out like that, then it's not a BMF fight. I'll tell you that.
Christian Kettler, both those dudes are half-tarded. I think the term that's a little offensive. I think the term is semi-retarded, just semi.
They got a lot of TBIs up in their brain for sure.
The risk gave him 600K extra. Here's the thing, though. You know what it really gave him, right?
A
No.
Now he can
highlight
fight,
reel.
now he can fight whoever he wants.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, now he could fight for the 155 belt, the 145 belt. Like the UFC's going to let him fight whoever the fuck he wants.
And that's a good point, because if you look at how Aljamain came out in his fight, it was the exact opposite.
Yeah, although I did like I was happy with Aljamain's performance.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like, hey, I deserve to have a big next fight, you know? Like if you look at like the Kayla Harrison fight, and then you look at the Gaethje Holloway fight, like those two set themselves up for success in their next fight. But Aljamain
did Holly even throw one head kick?
Shit, I don't think so.
How do you not throw head kicks?
She tried to play the same game as Kayla. She was like, "Oh, we'll just wrestle judo this shit," and she tried to grapple with her. It was insane.
Yeah, she should retire. Holly should retire. I hate to say it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's a little washed up now.
Yeah, 42 years old. I mean, she's great, but how about the two Chinese chicks? How about the chick Yan?
I honestly didn't watch that one, but
yeah, that's
right.
Good? Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Hey, so
5 rounds though. That was pretty.
I was at a party and there were 3 fights left, and it was the Chinese. It was the Holloway fight, the Chinese girls, and then the main event, right? Pahea and Alex Pahea and don't tell
Jamal Hill.
Damn it, Jamal Hill.
Sorry.
And I told everyone, I'm like, hey, these are 5. Everyone's tired, right? It's getting late. We've been watching TV for 5 hours. And I said, hey, these next fights might go 25 minutes each or 30 minutes each with the round breaks. And everyone's like, no, none of these fights will go that long. And both those fights, the first 2 fights went all 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan said the Max Holloway knockout was the greatest knockout in UFC history.
No.
But it was still pretty funny. That was one of the greatest lines said in UFC history when he said that. That shit was funny.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, it was good, but I don't think it was one of the best.
Souza, this chick Yan.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great point. This chick Yan in the first round with 2 seconds left in the first round. She was in a rear naked choke. This chick Yan. Weili had her in a rear naked choke, and she's holding her there, and she's choking her. And with 2 seconds left, she goes to sleep.
Oh.
And the ref doesn't call it. And then the timer goes, nah. And then she pushes the chick, and then the chick's like just a fish on her, right?
Yeah,
out cold. And when she pushes the chick off her, the chick lands on her hands and kind of comes to. And then they haul her off to her chair, and they fucking
gets the fight.
Yeah, and they revive.
Oh my god,
that sucks,
dude.
That was kind of like what happened to Oliveira.
And they go, hey, the corner, the guy from Sacramento from Alpha Male, what's his name? The UFC Hall of Famer, who's their coach, Uriah Faber. Uriah Faber goes, hey, you need to start using your sidekick. And she walks right out there in the second round and kicks fucking Weili with a sidekick and kicks her across the ring onto the ground.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. Dude, the fights were crazy, dude.
Wow.
And Arman Sarukian, the Armenian dude, he's a problem, man. He is so strong. He is fucking wild. He got put in a guillotine by the best guillotiner in fucking the UFC and got out of it.
It was that $300K bonus thing. That's a first time deal for all of them, right? Usually it's $50K. I saw the press conference clip, and so I was surprised that was a real thing, huh?
Yeah. Do you think that was set up? The press conference was set up. There was a plant in the audience.
Skeptic. Yeah, I'm always a skeptic.
Yeah, maybe. It seemed like he didn't ponder that for very long.
Yeah, that's like a big decision to make.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
guy goes, that chick, they take that chick to the corner, yawn, after she's unconscious, Sousa, and they put her in the chair, and they're working on her, and there's a trainer there, and I think he's like a UFC trainer. He's not. He's like the cut man. It's the cut man, and the cut man's provided by like by UFC, not by you.
Uh-huh.
And he's got his finger up by her nose, and I can't tell what's going on, but I think they're telling him to get away. And he goes, "Well, do you want me to wake her up?" And they go, "Yeah." So he does something. He sticks his finger in her nose. I would have thought you stick your finger somewhere else to wake someone up. He sticks his finger in her nose and does something. Like he's like pushing on her or something. And she just came to. He turned her back on. Like the off switch got hit and he just turned her back on. It was crazy. Yeah.
Weird.
They stuck her nose. They stuck fingers in her nose to revive her. Yeah. Relive her.
Was there something on his fingers?
No, well, that's what the commentators thought. Were thinking that it was smelling salts at first.
Right.
But I guess it wasn't.
Weird.
When the Armenian guy was walking out, he was getting booed like crazy because he's fighting Charles Oliveira, who's one of the like most popular fighters in the UFC. And when he's walking out, I saw something that I've never seen before, and I saw it twice. Someone in the fans must have said something to him. I'm almost certain, I'm making this up, I have no data for this. I'm almost certain it was someone Turkish fucking with him, right? Like, fuck you Armenians, you know what I mean? Or we should have killed all of you or some shit. He turns to charge someone in the crowd. In his walkout, and that big, giant, fat black dude that walks everyone out grabs him, picks him up in the air, and sets him down. Like, you know, like if you wind up a toy and it starts going the wrong direction, you just pick it up and turn it. It was like that. Picks him up and sets him down, and he keeps going. And then he does it a second time to someone else in the crowd.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And that was on his way out to the fight.
And that really concerned me. I'm like, oh man, is he
mentally unstable?
Yeah. I missed the Diego Lopez fight. So I was at my house watching the fights. So yesterday, the craziest fucking thing happened. So I hung out with Greg all morning. Well, I hung out with Dave in the morning, and then I went and hung out with Greg in the early afternoon, or late morning. And then Greg's like, "Okay, I'm flying down to Malibu," and I'm like, "Okay, bye." And then the fights start, and he sends me a picture, and it's his plane on the runway at Watsonville, big massive plane. And it's got 4 flat tires.
Oh.
And he just had the landing gear rebuilt.
Oh, shit.
And when the plane landed, dude, the poor fucking pilot, the plane landed, the brakes were locked up.
Oh, shit.
And fucking all 4 tires popped and the plane skidded off the runway.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
so then Greg calls me and he's like, "Hey, bring the party to my house." So then we'd gotten my wife ordered like 15 pounds of brisket in this big fucking steel tray from Aptos Barbecue. So we cruised over everyone got in their cars and we cruised over to Greg's house. But I missed the Diego Lopez fight because we were going over there.
So Greg wasn't in the plane when that happened. That was coming back to get him?
Yeah. I asked the pilot, and then the pilot got to the house Greg's house late, just right when the main event was starting. And I said, "Was it scary?" He goes, "Dude, he goes, I was fine, but if you would have been in the back, you'd have shit yourself." He knows I'm a little pussy back there.
Yeah, I would have shit myself too.
Yeah.
I'm flying out to South Carolina.
Ooh.
It's a good story to tell before that.
I was just getting comfortable with the flying, and we have all this Boeing talk on Wednesday's show, and now this.
Could we play Colton Merton's latest post? Oh, look at all this stuff.
Sure.
Colton Merton's signature collection out for blood for Swolverine. And what is this? $5,000 on the line. Every event live on the Sevan podcast. We're taking the CrossFit Games quarterfinals to the next level. Well, there's only just one level up. We're going to make it so you can actually see it live. The action starts Thursday, April 18th. Oh, it does? Okay. I was wondering. Born Primitive was asking me when it starts. I said, I don't know. I think we have a pre-show on Wednesday, but who the fuck knows? No one knows.
We don't know shit about the workouts or the layouts or anything either.
I bet you there's going to end up being some Paper Street Coffee deal that weekend too. Gabe hasn't said so, but I bet you. Okay, let's see what Colton has to say. God, he's stout. That almost looks like there's a filter on there.
Look
Fuck.
at that bicep shadow.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
God, fake boobs don't have a shadow like that. That is
No.
crazy.
It's organic.
You know, that is what makes boobs. That, like a girl wearing like a shirt. It's not the boobs, it's the shadow. Very, very important.
Yeah.
Good point.
Analysis of form class paid off right there, didn't it?
Yeah, it's all that people get so confused. It really is just shadows. That's why if like beat titties in the right bra with the right light can look just crazy. If you got a good shadow going. There was one sunny day. There was one sunny day here recently. It got up to like 75 degrees, probably like 85 at my house. Oh, the day you did the show with your shirt off because it got so fucking hot in Livermore.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
got close to 100 where you're at.
Yep.
And we had one sunny day, and I went to the cafe at the beach with the kids, and every fucking girl who went there was it was crazy the shit they were wearing.
Or the shit they weren't wearing, right?
Yeah, the beach girls. Yeah. It was just a bunch of bees just pushed up with shadows. I don't even look at the girls anymore. I just look at my boys looking at the girls.
See that shadow? It's fake.
My son got really angry. He was playing tennis the other day, and this really pretty girl who's in the next class walked up, and while he's still playing like his class, and he kept looking over at the girl who just showed up. And afterwards, I was like, "Hey, dude, like I get it, but like you should focus." He was so angry.
That you
Like, what are you
mentioned
talking? I don't know why he got so angry. I go, "Why are you angry?" And he's like, just pissed. I never found out why he's angry. I'm like, "So what? You're pissed because I saw you looking at girls?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not the only one who saw you. Everyone in the fucking place saw you."
It's like when you're not supposed.
It was like that.
It's like when you're not supposed to be sleeping and somebody wakes you up. Like, why the fuck did you wake me up?
Yeah, exactly.
He's got all those hormones starting to kick in. He doesn't know what to do with it. So it just classic male turns to anger.
Yeah, I guess.
He doesn't know why. Don't call me out like that, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
I like all the bees. Why do they have to be firm? I like all the bees. Jay Hartle. I like some firm bees. Oh, whatever. All the bees. I showed my boys Saruki, and I made them watch that fight. They were just playing at Greg's house. I'm like, "Hey, you got to watch this fight." And they're like, "Why?" I'm like, "That you could look like that. That could be you." I mean, I don't want you fighting, but that's about as good as a 5'7" man can possibly be. That's like the ultimate 5'7" Armenian man.
Why not let them fight? Why put limitations on your kids?
I know. You're right. Because I'm a control freak, helicopter dad.
There's no way. That'd be so nerve-wracking to watch your kid.
Yeah, why would he be embarrassed that I saw him though?
Because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know why he's really like, you know what I mean? He's figuring it out. Doesn't
like he thinks like he did. He didn't do anything bad except like maybe lose some points. Like he was playing this kid and he ended up winning 10-2. And I said you could have won 10-0.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna be the first time a girl gets in the way of his performance.
He's pissed because you're commenting on his bird dog. He's pissed because you were commenting on his bird dogging. Let the bird dog. Let the boy bird dog. I'm totally fine with him bird dogging. Just not in the middle of it. I just want to let him know that, like, hey, you gave up 2 points for that. And at the end of the day, if you win games 10-0, you get more birds.
She'll look at you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
CrossFit, just wait till he's 13. You'll need to interrupt epically long showers and walk loudly around the house. I don't get it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's see Colton. Man, Colton's a stud.
Funny.
Happy Saturday. Working here at the farm, working on Feeding America. I got some things that I want to say. Jason, people have let me know that I've actually been saying your name wrong. It's not Jaden, it's Jason. So I want to make a formal apology to Jason Bopper to say that I'm sorry. And then now I have your name right. I know some people are sensitive and sometimes I forget that. So I wanted to apologize. I know it's about 10 a.m. here at the farm, so I imagine Jason is still in bed. When he wakes up, somebody please let him know that I apologize. Down Pepper, I imagine you just got done doing a workout. You're probably rolling around on the ground, crying like a little baby right now. So in 30 to 45 minutes, when you're done with that, Somebody let him know. I said hi. Taylor, so I imagine you're in coaching classes at the CrossFit Charlotte right now, taking people their healthiest, fittest, happiest versions of themselves. When you get done with that, do yourself a favor, head over to the grocery store, pick up a nice pork loin. Later on, when you're enjoying that meat, say thank you. Next week, the CrossFit Games quarterfinals will begin. And for the first time ever, you can watch athletes compete live on the Sevan podcast. Me, Dallin Pepper, Jason Plopper, and Taylor Self going head to head. So grab a Paper Street coffee, sit back, and enjoy the show. Only on the Sevan podcast.
Damn. Hey, is that a functioning windmill back there? Does that windmill actually do something like pump water out of the ground, or is that just for?
Probably not.
It probably did at one point, but
It just spins. It tells you wind direction and speed.
it's a really nice decoration now.
Yeah, and he's got the wieners in the background, like following him around. Damn, Colton's a good dude. How about this? His body's definitely changing this year. He's looking more solid and lean.
Yeah,
I cannot believe how wide he is.
it's a thick boy. Plopper.
Colton is iconic, the hero the world needs right now. I agree.
Definitely.
Facts.
Damn. My 2 cents. That windmill's had better days. It's gone to windmill heaven.
What are you talking about? It's still spinning. Didn't you see it?
Man, oh man. And then if you look,
itself as a miracle.
Look at this, Caleb. Then you can go back a post, and he's got a cool graphic. Did Brandstetter make this? Oh, and
It's probably. It looks like
heat.
Oh yeah, for sure. Will made that.
I do not quote me on this, but I think the prize money is
Classic.
5,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that we're going to give away money for the winner of the Heat 1 app too. Don't quote me on that. Hey, listen, if anyone ever says, you know how like some competitions don't pay out? I don't even know how we pay out. But listen, if we don't pay out, like I don't care.
We'll pay out.
Wow.
But I just want you guys to know, like, I don't care. Like, I'm just trying my hardest. We're just trying our hardest. Like, I don't care. If we don't pay out, then like we didn't pay out.
Give us a bad rap already. Jeez.
I mean,
we just
well,
started.
here's the thing, like, we don't have the sponsor money either yet. So like we're everyone's paying for their own tickets there and buying the new equipment and JR's doing setting up his gym, and it's like we're just doing our best. Like the other day, I'll give you an example. The other day we raised $1,195 in the chat for Tim.
Mm-hmm.
But we had paid Tim before the money had finished coming in, right? So when the show was over, we paid him, and then another $195 came in or something. I kept that. I'm not asking Sarah again to like write another check or Venmo.
Yeah, but he made out with way more than was originally promised. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Way
yeah.
more.
He got $3,500 instead of
$1,000.
instead of 1,000.
And that 1,000
yeah.
was only going to be like the chat money, and not even only if he won. So he didn't even win, and he got 3,500.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree. I mean, we're good. We're good people. No, I'm not saying we're not good people.
yeah.
Like, I'm not going to take the $5,000 and buy like a set of weenie. I'm not going to buy like 4 dogs from Colton or whatever. $5,000 can buy 2 dogs.
We don't know what your prize purse is, but look at all my new winner.
I'm just saying.
Here.
Yeah. He might get the winner might get 10,000 too. It's just as likely the winner get 10,000 that they get 0. But I'm just saying, like, don't think like I'm not in the competition business. If you're like, man, that competition with Sevy's crazy. Sometimes you get paid, sometimes you don't. Yep.
Oh my God.
Like, fine. I don't need the pressure. I
Sometimes
see that number.
you get 3 times as much as promised, or sometimes you don't get shit.
Yeah, dude. And yeah, John Young made $1,500.
Yep.
No, 1,600. Do you guys hear a hum?
No,
I hear a really high pitched whistle.
I'm not getting it on my end. Maybe it's the call-in line.
Yeah, how about now? No.
No.
That's
We
weird.
don't hear anything. If I
I can
mute
never
myself,
tell
is it me?
if these comments are serious or not. I hear it.
No.
Kenneth just throws us into a tailspin of looking for the sound.
Where is
Uh,
it?
Oh, you
Right.
hear it?
Jay Hartle hears it.
Yeah, it's very faint, like a dog whistle. Yeah, it's very, very faint. I should rewire my whole office
I don't hear
again.
it at all. We should call Andrew and do it.
Oh, Saragoza.
Mm-hmm.
He just launched all of his podcast stuff.
Yeah, totally. I'm on his email list. He goes hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
get an
need to get
email
on
from
that.
him every day now.
A lot of good shit in there.
I need to get on the email list.
So when do quarterfinal workouts come out? Does anyone know?
Wednesday, dude. So they release Wednesday, and then JR and stuff's got to put together a plan of how the layout's going to go. I got to put together a plan of how we're going to shoot it, and then Thursday we go fucking live.
Right. Okay. And then so basically, and then the Heat One app will put up the names, and then people can play there, and the winner there might get some money too. And then JR will probably come on Wednesday and tell us the rules.
Yeah, like on the show or whatever, and like do a walkthrough of it or something.
Yeah, like Wednesday night we should probably have a CrossFit Games update show.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. April 17th. Is that Wednesday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me see. April's after March. Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Maybe we could do the show too from Crash, and I could set the whole thing up, and we could do a test run of it while JR's talking about the rules and the layout and the setup, and maybe give like a visual, and then
I love it.
just
I love
throwing
it.
out there.
So Wednesday, what we'll tell you is how. Oh, and by the way, Ariel Lowen said, how can she get in on some of this competition?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She did.
So also, I don't know if you guys, Fee Sagafi is going to go against who I believe is Lindsay Lane, the winner of CrossFit, the Crash Crucible.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll go first, and that will be a whole separate show. And the winner of that gets $1,000. But I think the way, and JR will have to tell us, but I think the way you win the $5,000 is everyone basically gets to do the workout once. And then after 4 workouts, whoever has the best score wins the $5,000. And then there's some tiebreaker shit in case it's, like 2 and 2. You figure out something from there, how you placed in the other ones or something. But then you can do makeup shows. You can do makeup workouts on Saturday and Sunday, and we might show those also. But those will not go to your score. Just to keep it really clean, it's one and done. You got to show up and you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the general wisdom, the conventional wisdom is that Dallin would win the quarterfinals just because of the nature of those workouts. But now people are rethinking that after seeing the team workouts, and I think more and more people are thinking Colton's going to win.
Because the team workouts historically mimic the individual workouts, but just differences in obviously logistics, because one's individual, one's team.
I guess, and they saw how light they were or something. But what's weird about that is I also heard that Colton's the strongest out of those 4 guys.
What?
That's what someone was telling me yesterday. Dude, I can't even believe the team competition happened. That wasn't even a blip on my radar.
No, well, it became on my radar for other reasons, but yeah, it wasn't even a thought.
Oh yeah. How did that resolve itself?
Undetermined as of right now.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
I will, but not. Let's see what happens first.
Okay, it's pretty funny. It's a great story.
A crazy story.
This CrossFit space we live in, guys, is really small.
Just the world we live in is small.
Like if you cheat on your wife in the CrossFit space, you're getting caught. If you cheat on your husband, you're getting caught. 100%.
If you don't squat all the way, you're gonna get fined out.
Yeah, you're gonna get found out.
Well, when you're friends with Hiller, you're probably fucked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you're friends with Hiller, just so you know, he's gonna hurt someone's feelings that's close to you. No, Sevan, did you see Miss Hiller take on Sporty Beth? No, I didn't. What happened there?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she did. She did a video. It's pretty great.
She did?
It's pretty funny. Yeah, she's
I loved it because it was like a spin-off of like Hiller stuff. Like she's there shirtless too. Yo, then gets into the video. It's great.
Oh man.
Audio. Good job, Sporty Beth. That's called work.
Oh,
That's a
amazing.
job.
Amazing. Is this on the red channel? This is on the HillerFit channel.
No, it's a HillerFit channel. What is that red channel?
BIRTHFIT channel.
That's the secret channel. That's like the menu at
talking about Sporty Beth.
Dude, stop. You're punching down. This constant Sporty Beth content is sad and stale. Move on. I know she has twice as many Instagram followers as Andrew. Maybe 3 times as many. What are you talking about punching down?
He's
what metric?
Yeah, punching up.
Okay, I'm gonna watch this right after the show.
YouTube recommended that
the secret Andrew channel is like the menu at In-N-Out that no one knows about. When you say like the code words, like make it animal style with a running
5x5,
please. Yeah,
a grilled chicken.
Yeah.
Can I get a grilled cheese and a 5x5?
Animal style.
Yeah, YouTube recommended me that channel.
It did?
Yeah, it popped up in my recommend, and I was like, "This is weird," because it's Andrew, but it doesn't look like his channel. And then so I started watching it, and I was like, "Whoa!" So it was good. Did you watch that first one?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it was cool. I just like I got jealous because I was like, I don't know if I could live my life that way because I think a bunch of shit would just fall apart.
What do you mean? Live your life like what shit?
The basic theme of the video, at least as I saw it, was like your phone's for you. Like turn off your notifications, focus on your priorities, and focus on what you want to do. And I was like thinking to myself, like, oh, wouldn't that be like? I feel like I'm always swimming up current with my phone because it's just this exists for other people. This does not exist for me. And I accepted that about a year ago.
Oh, to run your business. So people can contact you and get your wares.
All of it. Yep. I mean, and you think about how many people I'm contacting between the podcast, the things we're juggling here, my firefighters, getting and scheduling with them, plus my gym, right? In general, it just becomes this ever backed up list of items for me to check off and get back to the next person and get them what they need and get back to the next person.
I have all my notifications on, I think, but they don't interrupt me. They just my phone doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It just they just come down on the screen. Right? So it'll be like BBC News, Iran attacks Israel. I usually can't even read it. My phone doesn't even ring. I just have to I don't even really I guess I don't have control over my phone either.
Yeah.
But my phone doesn't even ring. I have to see someone called. I either have to be looking at my phone when they call, or I have to go look at recent calls.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, me too, do it instead. It's all like all of it's turned on all the time, just in general. Like,
but my shit doesn't beep. Like if someone likes me on Instagram or follows me or
me either. No, I have all of that turned off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
or even text me. The only time it vibrates when it rings.
Yeah, me too. Mine's on vibrate constantly.
And I feel like if it does ring occasionally, like once a week, it'll ring for some reason, and it's like full blast, and I'm like the old guy in the library.
You don't even realize it's your phone because you're so used to it being not.
Dude, it's always fucked up. And I turn it off when I go in a movie theater because I'm terrified.
Oh, yeah. Or like at some public speaking thing.
Yeah, I just turn it off. And then I check it like 5 times to make sure it's off. Yeah. And I kind of want to push the buttons to see if it's really off, but then if you do that, you turn it back on. It's
the one oasis in the phone is definitely the thread, because in there's nothing ever really being asked of me. It's just funny things and information being shared.
Oh, the locker room thread.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a little gem.
Hey, has a man competed as a woman in the CrossFit Games?
I don't think so.
Not like the main individual event at a really.
How about the team event? How about the team events? Wasn't there a Brazilian guy that was competing as a woman on a team?
I think there was, right? Wasn't there was something, but I don't know if it ever got far enough along for it to.
I think there was a video Hiller did where there was something weird about someone's name, like their name had changed over the years, like 3 different names.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Wasn't that the one that Hiller talked about?
Look at this clip, men against women. So my buddy thought it was an isolated incident. It's like, I don't know, maybe they just figured out my algorithm, but it's every day now for me. A dude beating a chick somewhere.
Damn.
But this
physically.
this is well, that too. This is Lauren Fisher talking on the issue on the Rich Summers podcast.
And men that transition over to women and they compete and end up winning some competitions. Have you guys ever had something similar in the CrossFit arena?
There has been
Lauren incredible there. 10
on man that I know that has transitioned to a woman. She competed in the masters category of CrossFit. She was one of the nicest people, but she was so strong. The guys were deadlifting around 350, 400 pounds. And then she walked in, didn't warm up, and was able to go and deadlift the bar.
What do you deadlift?
380, and I weigh like 140. If there was someone that came in who had trained.
So what does that mean, one of the nicest people? So like, I walk into the store. I walk into your store and I'm, hi, how are you? Great. Oh my God, you look fantastic today. As I'm filling my purse up with fucking like makeup from the makeup aisle. And I filled it up with $600 worth of makeup. I'm like, well, thank you for everything. I'm sorry I had to steal from you today. I am one of the nicest people ever. Have a good day. Bye.
Yep.
What do you mean? Like, hey, in all fairness, I've known a dozen trannies over the year, and I've had some pretty close relationships with trannies, and I never had any problems with them. But the ones on Instagram have never seemed nice to me. They're just regular fucking people, but with mental disorder. That's just like, so my point being is that you're taking medals away from women. You're not a nice person. It doesn't matter if you do it with a smile. If I'm butt fucking you with a smile, nice, my rapist was so nice. He put a condom on. The guy who stole my car was so fucking sweet. Oh my God.
He just asked me where my keys were.
Yeah. He just put a gun to my head. He had a smile. It doesn't, I get it. You don't want to be,
I think she's trying to say no to it without sounding harsh or insensitive or
exactly.
She's treading very lightly here.
But you're a fucking listen, you're a piece of shit bully with a fucking mental health disorder, and you're fucking psycho. You're so far off from having inner peace that you can't accept your body. Those are objective facts. There's no escaping. There's no escaping your body. Switzerland.
This is Hiller's video about her.
Oh,
about the.
Is that an Invictus athlete? Is Lauren Fisher an Invictus athlete?
She was. I don't know if how long she's currently been one for.
And there's something else in here that that gets a little weird too.
Female, and then.
Wow, look at Hiller's stash.
Yeah.
Compete against the females as long as they keep their testosterone in a certain range. And while in this scenario, Anna is competing 100% within the rules. So that's within the rules now.
Oh, she was a training think tank athlete last year. Does she go to the games? Yeah, you're a straight bully. Yeah. What's the let me look up the definition of bully. It's probably like just BOOLY, bully. Bully, a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Yeah, that works. You're trying to intimidate and take advantage of people who are vulnerable. And so, as a man, and you enter a woman's class, you're being a bully just by the nature of it. You're taking advantage of the fact that they are weaker physically, less capable physically, smaller lungs, smaller heart, smaller bones.
Using that to like slide into get a huge advantage in sport, but being protected by
like a woman's penis is only this big. You don't even get to call it a penis.
Yeah, we shouldn't call it that.
My son asked me the other day, "What's a glitterous?"
Nice.
I'm like, a what?
Jesus.
He said a glitterous. Where'd you hear that word? He goes Eminem. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, great.
Eminem.
The rapper.
Eminem, the rapper.
Oh, I was thinking the candies. I was still in Kidland. I don't know. He was exposed to
A glitterous.
8 Mile.
The real Slim Shady.
I said it's a man who lives in a canoe.
Good save.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Is that like for a visual? Like if you see him from the top and he's sitting at the back of the canoe?
It's a man in a canoe. No one's ever seen him. He's wearing a hat always.
In case you don't know where it's at, just imagine a man in a canoe. You got to sort it out. Now your wife or significant other has no excuses. You have no excuses for them.
Glitterous.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, before there was TV and anatomy and stuff like that, like dudes just didn't know shit. I bet.
You just fumble around down there until something happens.
You didn't even, not even that.
Wow, you're a horrible partner.
I know. I just think like 300 years ago, like dudes just like now by the time you're in 8th grade, you've sat down in a class and they've just shown you the whole fucking Sharpay. You know what I mean? Look, there's the clitoris, there's the hood, there's the labia majora. Like you've seen it all. You even know what the plumbing is. That's the fallopian tubes. Like you just know it all. By the 8th grade. 300 years ago, dudes didn't know shit. Hole, fill, sleep,
baby.
Yeah.
Sometime later, baby.
Okay, sorry. Let's go back to Lauren. I apologize, Lauren. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But I don't think you can start with like they're the nicest people you know when they're just inherently bullies. But
she was making a shit sandwich.
There we go.
Transition from a man to a female and was beating me in workouts and taking my spot, for example, on the team. That would definitely cause a little bit of frustration.
I have no problem with like someone transitioning from a male to a woman or a woman to a male. However, if I had kids and I had a daughter and she lost out in the last spot on the team to someone that was a man prior, I would have a problem with that.
I 100% agree with you.
So once again, you don't have a problem with it. I get the sentiment for sure. Let people do what they want. It's not like, hey, you do cocaine, so I hate you, or you steal bikes, so I hate you. Like, but to act like it's not some sort of mental disorder, and to, I mean, you say you're okay with it. How would you feel if your mom did it, or your dad did it, or your sister did it, or your kids did it, or if you have a best friend and they wanted to do that, wouldn't you like take them camping first and like go for like a 1 week walk in the woods and let them fucking decompress from whatever shit they're going through? I mean, there's endless stories now, endless stories of people who wish they hadn't have done it. And there's no coming back. You don't come back from that.
Yeah, it's kind of a one-way door, huh?
Yeah, crazy one-way door.
Isn't that just like human nature though, to protect, like if you're going through it, I protect myself from the discomfort by disagreeing with you, even though I know it's wrong.
Right. So
really it's a completely selfish act for me to make, rather than challenge it to a certain degree and say, hey, have you really thought this through? Like, let's talk about it. Knowing that it could be an uncomfortable confrontation between you and I just choose to just be like supportive in the same way that other people would in terms of like eating habits or not going to the gym or doing other decisions that aren't really long-term.
I'm only happy when I eat Twinkies. And so you go to this, so you support your friend buying them Twinkies. It's like
show up with a bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not, I don't know. I'm not supportive of it. My kids love candy, and I'm not supportive of them eating candy. And it makes them happy, and I'm not supportive of them eating candy.
Mm-hmm.
And so chopping off your penis just seems so... giving a kid drugs that affects their hormones. Our whole thing in the CrossFit space is to fucking keep your hormones like this. That's the zone diet. That's the whole premise of it. That's where your health and happiness are. That's why you don't get these. I'm not saying that maybe it just needs to be just shitloads of compassion. I'm not saying hate the people at all. You don't hate someone who's like quite the opposite. Ryan, affirming mental illness is the same as if your kid says, "Hey, Dad, I want to shoot up a school." So you say, "Okay, let's go get a gun." It really is. Dan Guerrero, that's why someone drinks margaritas and works out twice a week. Yesterday morning, I had 4 jalapeno spicy margaritas, extra spicy.
Wow.
Then I came home.
In the morning?
Yeah, in the morning.
Jeez.
Then I came home. You jealous, Caleb?
Yeah, dude.
He was rolling out of the mud and you were drinking spicy.
Literally, dude.
Literally.
Then I came home and I rode the assault bike 120 calories in 10 minutes. And then I did 10 burpees on the minute for 20 minutes with my kids.
Jeez.
Damn.
And then I sat in a chair for 40 minutes and didn't move.
Damn.
That's a rough combination.
Dude, it was wild. My wife's like, "You're fucking insane."
You should just flip the combination next time. It might be a little bit easier.
And right before that, I drank the 4 margaritas and I was like, started driving over to the transitional surgery shop. I was going to chop my penis off. Those 4 margaritas really did a thing to me.
Headed right over there.
Then I was like, you know what? I'll do a couple 100 burpees. And you know what? This is, I'm a little embarrassed to say this. That's the first time I've ever done 200 burpees.
In a workout?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did. I've done that. You know that thing where like you just write 20 numbers 1 through 20 on the wall, and then on the minute you do that number of burpees. So you just call out to the class, "Hey, give me a number." Someone says 1, then someone says 15, and then once you have 20 numbers, you start the clock, and on that minute you do the burpees, and it's just random. I've done that a few times, but that's not 200 burpees.
Yeah,
I think that's like 155 or something. So we got to 100, and my kid Ari said, "Hey, can I just do the last 100 and finish it off?" And I'm fucking dying. I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead,
he just wants to go straight through, get it done.
Yeah.
You're too slow, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah. And my eyes were like semi-closed after that. You know, when you work out so hard and you're just starting to nap. It's like I just eaten a cake. All right, sorry. Back to Lauren. Yeah, enough about my fitness regimen. Here we go. And when I was drinking the margaritas, there was a at this Mexican place there was a baby shower, and there was a Mexican chick there who was wearing a skin tight dress, who was probably 9 months pregnant, with the biggest tits and the craziest body. And I just sat there and drank margaritas and looked at the miracle that is pregnancy. Skin tight dresses combined. It was nuts.
Like one of those tube dresses where the whole
yes,
like sucked your body.
Yes.
There's quite a few of those at the comedy show I went to on Friday.
And dude, she was wearing this wired bra that was just crazy. What's it called? The quinceanera?
Quinceanera? No, that's not a baby shower.
God, this fucking lady was so fucking hot. She looked like, I swear to God, she looked like Humpty Dumpty with tits. Mexican Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, what's happening with Caleb? I think
her skin was nuts. It was basically Lauren Fisher pregnant with D's on her.
Reminds me of that one song. There were some D's on that.
You went to a comedy show?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good.
Did you laugh?
I did. Yeah. He started hot too.
Yeah?
Yeah. He came out and he's like, listen, it's going to go a lot of ways. So I'm just going to jump right in with the bang. We're bringing back the word retarded.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was good. He was good. And then when he was riffing with people in the crowd, it was hilarious. There was quite a few. Like he could just pick them out. He's like, "How old are you?" The guy's like 43, and he's like, "And how old are you?" And he was like 23, and he's like, "Yeah, I got it right. Okay, let's dig in here."
It was a couple, like 2 men?
No, it was a guy and a girl.
Oh man.
But it was just funny because you could tell he's like scanning the crowd, and then he'll find somebody and like ask them. And if the story isn't interesting, like interesting right away, you know, like there's something there, then he'll kind of move on. But if he pulls on a thread and realizes it's attached, he'll keep pulling it. It's hilarious. So he found like the dude who's been in jail for like 5 years and was like, shit, well, you're out here. Congrats. And then he turned to like his girlfriend. He's like, so you guys just started dating, you know, he was in jail and shit like that.
Hey, how much was it?
Dollar wise?
Yeah, to get in.
I forget. I think we paid like $250 for Grace and I to have tickets. And then I paid an extra like $50 or $60 to park in what I thought was a secured parking lot. It really wasn't.
Your shit get robbed?
No, we didn't get robbed. It was in downtown Oakland. We went to the first show on purpose. So it
What
started
was the
early.
club?
I went to the Paramount Theater.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know you did stuff like that with your chick.
Yeah. Well,
were you able to enjoy it, or were you stressed out because of the 10 million things you need to do?
Once I got in there and was like chilling, I mean, it was okay. But yeah, that's always tough. Like getting out to those things and getting back, it's always like stressful. But I have to because I can't just force Grace to go along with the nonsense all the time. Yeah, that's it. Paramount Theater, downtown Oakland.
Yeah. By the way, that area is hairball. Well, all of Oakland is hairball. Anywhere where there's businesses is hairball in Oakland.
Yeah.
But I saw the I saw the Oakland Symphony there. I think that's where they play. Or is that did that used to be called the Fox Theater? No. Did you see a theater called the Fox Theater?
No, I don't know.
Does Oakland have a Fox Theater? I'm all confused. It's nice inside, right?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. It was very organized. Like the staff was really great. They were super efficient getting people into the place, even though there was like long lines.
Oh, maybe I went to the Fox Theater. Same shit. Paramount actually looks nicer in the front.
Yeah.
Was it a comedian I'd know?
Matt Rife?
Oh, really? The handsome guy.
Yeah. He's like a chick comedian. Like there was a lot of girls there. And that was to be expected.
Yeah, he chats it up with the crowd. Okay.
Yeah. His stuff was good. Yeah, that's him. And you know what's funny? He went hard like right at the beginning with the handicap jokes.
R word.
The R word. And the whole bit that he had was hilarious. And it was probably the most amount of people I've ever seen disabled people come into a comedy show. Like, not like I've been to a ton, but there was a noticeable amount of people like being assisted in a wheelchair or different things like this.
Vaccine injured people. Hey, I just saw a bunch of stuff on Instagram where he's just going after the people in wheelchairs in the audience, and it was funny. And of course, they loved it. Of course, and
he does it. There's like a real popular one where he goes to say something to the guy in the wheelchair, and he's very clearly disabled. And Matt, he kind of stops and he looks up at the crowd and he goes, "I know what all you guys are thinking," and he's like, "And I'm not gonna do it," and then kind of like goes through and still ends up putting like, you know, jokes out there like about him and stuff like that. But it's cool because he does it for everybody. And that's what you're there for.
Sousa 3-day tickets to cross-fisting semis are now $260. Follow me for more financial advice. Oh, I will be Susan and I will be at the semifinals in Carson. I'll be filming the behind the scenes there. If it didn't get approved, but like I'm just gonna say I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I'm going there. Sarah already got us a house.
Yep.
I got all my camera gear lined up. I've blocked off the calendar. So I'm going to go down to Carson. If you're an athlete and you want nothing to do with me, let us know now. And if you do want something to do with me, you don't need to say anything. But I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'll be making another behind the scenes. And this behind the scenes for the people who are already members will be grandfathered in, and people who aren't, it'll be going up to $60 a month.
What is that really the price? $260 for the full
3 days? I have no idea, but I'm going there. Look, Wad Zombie will be there. That's awesome. Are you filming at Rogue? God, I don't know. If I don't know. I would love to.
Scotland though.
Katie and Bill are different creatures. I have to. I have to feel them out. There, I'm definitely not just showing up and being like, "Hey, I'm doing it." Denise Moore, Sevan, can I say hi can I say hi to you when I see you? No. Don't do that.
Do not contact us. I think the East semifinals are going to have some pretty cool like spectator workouts and different things going on as well.
I'm for sure gonna try to go there too. I'm like really want to I really want to go. Tyler, can I find that Kamala Harris joke and play it again? I can't find that Kamala Harris joke. I don't even know what you're talking about, but okay. No, I'm not gonna get escorted out. I'll be there. Okay, sorry. Back to Lauren Fisher. Sorry, back to. Come on, Caleb, keep us on track here, dude.
Sorry, my internet went out.
I know we saw that. It was kind of like
he got motel internet. Motel.
Oh man,
motel internet.
Here we go.
I don't mind the transition of men to female if that's what you want to do. It's your body, but I do think there needs to be.
She would definitely mind if her husband did it.
Fuck yeah, or if her kid did it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's so many. Yet. It's like I love everyone. Oh yeah, the pedophile next door who keeps fucking trying to look at your little boy change. You don't love you're not okay with that. You don't love everybody. You're not okay with everyone transitioning. You're not okay with your husband transitioning. Stop saying that. Okay, go on.
Of transgender division, keep the men division, keep the female division, and then they can have their own division.
There's been men.
There won't be their own division.
I'm dying to know. Knoxville is not Sevan friendly. The truth is, Fergie, everywhere is Sevan friendly. That's what I realized at the games. We're going to be doing a partnership with Rad and Danielle Brandon just to like shake it up. They're really smart with their marketing. You guys don't even get it. How the wool's being pulled over your eyes. This whole thing was a stunt just for more publicity for Rad. Because when your shoes are that fucking ugly, you have to do some crazy cross marketing when your shit is hideous. When it looks like Richard Simmons designed your shit, when your shit looks like it was designed by a fucking tranny, you got to do some crazy wild marketing like Fight with Sevan and then work it back up. You know what I mean? You got to have like ups and downs. When you take all of Reebok's old stock of shoes from the 80s and rebrand them as Rad, you got to get some crazy marketing. And so the joke's on you guys.
Hold on.
Joke's on you guys.
I'm going to send you and Caleb something that I think might.
The joke's fully on you guys. Yeah, exactly. That's Alex Peters, Sevan. You should try them first. They're the best shoes. Listen, Caleb has them. JR sent me a picture of the 15 pair he has. Susie, do you like them? You like them too, right?
I have a pair of the Rads. Yeah, I've been working out with them for a while now. Yeah.
All my gay friends have them. It's cool.
Okay, dude. I'm gonna.
I get it. I fully get it. All my friends who don't have fully developed feet have them.
Wait, have you tried them yet?
No.
Oh, I think you like them.
I don't think but it fit his fat ass feet in there.
They're really? Probably great shoes, but it's the gift that keeps giving. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Did you hear what he said? He called our stuff Reebok. Throw it. And dude, here's the thing. Do you know there's cars that are like low riders are like this and high riders are like this? Like Starsky and Hutch had a high rider.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't a high rider fan. I'm a low rider fan.
That's fair. Me too. I wear a lot of Vans, and if the shoe's too big.
And so I just happen to like those cars. And so that's the same with the Rad. When the shoe, the way the coloring on the shoe makes them look like I can't have the heel color being attached to the body color of the shoe be more than the color of the top of the shoe. It starts to look weird to me.
Is this the right length, Sousa?
Yeah, open with caution, huh?
It makes.
Thanks for the warning.
What are you guys looking at?
I sent you I stumbled upon this a couple days ago, and it's been an asphyxiation of mine, and I was gonna text it to you or like the group chat with no context, but I decided not to, and then I just got reminded with our conversation about Lauren Fisher. I thought it might be relevant. So I threw it into the private chat there.
Private chat. Private chat. Jesus.
Private chat look at the timestamp. Look how long this is.
7 hours and 22 minutes.
Look how many subscribers.
42,900.
Look at the views.
142,000. My name is Trish. I'm a transgender woman and disabled combat veteran that fought in Afghanistan, and I'm retired from the United States Army. I joined the Marine Corps in 1996 and retired from the U.S. Army in December 2014. One of my favorite pastimes is fucking pool boy's girlfriend, but don't tell her. Tell him. Holy shit. I've been married 4 times. I have 11 kids somewhere in heaven and some are stepchildren. Well, then those aren't your fucking kids. I'm also in recovery because I battled addiction and I've had 6 months clean and sober. I also have mental health issues and I'm open to discussing any of these topics. Please be respectful as my pronouns are she, her, and they, them. Question mark. What the fuck? I am Roman Catholic and well aware of Jesus Christ. You do not need to constantly remind me about him and also keep in mind judging me or condemning me to hell is speaking for God. That's a big no-no. And then the hashtags is cooking channel. Oh no, cooking channel. Is that our Trish?
No.
Oh,
God, I hope not.
So remember when I was playing with the new live features on Instagram?
Yeah.
I started like scrolling through all the lives and it just feeds you different lives of people. And you will be astonished by some of the people that go on live shorts and have massive fucking audiences that are watching them and commenting and interacting. And it's just crazy. Anyhow, this was one that I stumbled upon and it felt very much so like you're watching a montage of like a serial killer movie.
Yeah, this is fucking
7 hours, bro. Was live.
It turned into a clown. I like how it says it has mental health issues. Yeah. I know.
I was like, whoa. But there was this other one, because then of course you got to start digging where you see like portions of their apartment or something, and it looks like it's out of a movie, like which is how cluttered and like gross it looks, and like the state in which this gentleman is living in. Yeah.
Hey, can I see this person's channel? I don't think anime by itself is means that something's wrong with you, but it's a strong correlate. Oh yeah, of course they're in the library. Who doesn't love hanging out in the children's section of the library? Man, oh man. Does this person have any shit that's gone just straight viral? No, 20 views, 29 views.
No, but it started to like pick up in the live. So if you go to the live and click it to most popular, it'll flip it and look at the one 10 hours of streaming, dude. 143,000, 142, 38, 21,000, 56,000, 136,000, 11 hours of streaming. Remember when I was talking about those other channels where people just throw their live on and you just watch them study?
Yeah.
Like 10 hours, 8 hours, and it's just basically on mute and you're just watching them like work, and they have fucking hundreds of thousands of followers and stuff. It's just mind-blowing to me.
Time to do a 7-hour show. Oh my goodness.
We could do a full one on my whole entire travel to South Carolina, or you're just live and I'm live on my phone and we just live the whole time.
Jumping from Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi.
Yeah. It's just on the plane with me, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is it?"
If Hiller wants subscribers, that's what he needs to do. Just dress himself up as a girl. Go ahead. Go to is that Men Against Women? Is that the Lauren Fisher thing? Oh, okay, yeah. So there you go. We already know it happened in CrossFit, right? How about isolated incident? This is right above it. This is what made me think of this is I went to a high school track meet on Saturday, and dude, the kids there are so healthy. It made me so happy. I was there there were 500 kids there. Every single boy and girl there was beautiful, chiseled jaws, everyone standing upright, kids smiling. None of the kids wearing makeup and shit. I didn't see any tattoos. Wholesome parents, mom and dads in the crowd. The track and field crowd's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Couple fatties there, but you know what I think too about the fatties on the track team? They're like interdisciplinary throwers, yeah. And I think track also. You guys are gonna be like, "Duh, Sevan, we know this," but like I don't know anything about sports, but there's a lot of athletes there who play other sports, and track and field is just like there to keep them tuned up for that sport. You know what I mean? Like you could tell there's guys on the football team,
right?
And it's like guys on the rugby team.
Yeah, just doing it to improve their off-season stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually track runs 2 seasons too. So you have like an indoor season and an outdoor season. So if you're just playing football, you have football in the fall, and then you just do 2 seasons of basically power work, and then you're back into football.
Yeah, there were some big boys and girls there too, but even they looked healthy, but you could tell they weren't like, they didn't, like they were the slowest in the mile, but like they were still getting their shit in. Like I was still proud of them. I was still like, yeah, you're badass.
Mm-hmm.
The difference in mile times was crazy. One chick ran the mile in 5:11, another chick ran the mile in 7:58. Girls were getting lapped by, and also it looks like freshmen run against seniors.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dave's daughter's amazing. Video of the biological boy winning the girls 200-meter in Sherwood, Oregon. This nonsense stops when girls stop competing or parents pull their girls from the competition. Okay, here we go.
Jaden Vanderveen. In 7 for Oregon Episcopal, Abby Wilson. Very well is Gallagher of McDaniel in lane 2. We're going to see Gallagher later on in the relays. Great knees, great drive.
You know what's funny too about this too? They stay skin color like correct, even though they're trannies. So like the black trannies are in track and the white trannies are in swimming. Like at least they stay in their lane. But you know what I mean? Like if you're a white dude, like you have at least a little justification entering the women's division. You're like, well, it's the only way I can.
We got that right.
Or like if you're a black swimmer, like, okay, I get it. But like, come on, you're a black dude running with the girls. Liver King. Did you see this thing? Liver King got no, sorry, not Liver King. Look at the Planet Fitness arrested a dude for being in the women's locker room.
Oh, really?
2 days ago. Yeah. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Crazy. Planet Fitness gym goer was arrested after allegedly walking around totally naked in the women's locker room, claiming they identified as a woman. What do you mean claiming?
Wait, isn't that what everybody does?
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. More word fuckery. We live in idiocracy.
Identifying versus claiming they identify versus they identify as.
Yeah.
Right? It's
something the gym didn't buy. Christopher Miller identified as male by online booking records. Well, you have to transition sometimes. Who cares if you fucking registered as a male?
But if they weren't on the online booking records as a male, would it have been okay?
Yeah, and who cares what you're registered as? It's what you identify as. Identified as a male by online booking records. I mean, how are you going to explain that in court? Was arrested in Gastonia, North Carolina Thursday for indecent exposure after gym goers claimed he walked into the women's locker room at a local Planet Fitness. A shocked woman reportedly called the police when she saw Miller telling the 911 operator a fully naked man wouldn't leave the room, adding he identified himself as a woman when asked to do so. According to the WSOC TV eyewitness, they spoke to say Miller repeatedly asked a woman in the locker room to lotion one another up and then hop in the shower with him. Wow. Wow. Now listen.
Wow. Holy shit.
In Planet Fitness's defense, like there's no well, I don't know, judgment-free zone. I guess if you want to
no judgment zone.
Hey, dude, if you're in a Planet Fitness and another guy, let's say it wasn't even like, it's just so different because we're men. But let's say you're in Planet Fitness and you're in there and some guy walks up to you, Susan or Caleb, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to shower with me?"
I would politely decline.
I know, but should you go tell the front desk? Hey, you do tell the front desk?
That's a good question. If it's like, I probably wouldn't tell the front desk unless there maybe I saw him doing to multiple people and there was like another maybe younger kid there or something where it felt like it was more predatory, I suppose.
What if I was in there and I was like, hey,
because I'd rather just punch you in the face if it got too squirrely than tell the front desk, you know? Like if you come up and you try to brush against me, you're going to get shoved the first time and dude, get the fuck out of here. Then if there's a step forward again, it'll probably become more physical. What if that he attended?
What if we're in the locker room and we're getting out ready to go out on the pool deck and I'm like, "Hey, will you put some suntan lotion on my back? My back's peeling."
I got you, bro.
Oh God!
Just helping a brother out right there. Just helping out a homie. That's all right.
I would put suntan lotion on you guys. I would not do it to a stranger.
I wouldn't do it to a stranger either. That seems like a prank. I would look around for a camera, right? Like if some, like, especially if it was just some big yoke dude and was like, "Hey brother, can you throw some lotion on my back?" I would like grab the thing and like look around like, okay, what am I gonna end up on some YouTube thing?
Lower. Lower. Planet Fitness made a statement to the New York Post about the alleged incident, saying the safety of employees and customers of the brand is Planet Fitness's #1 priority. How?
Now that's their #1 priority?
Yeah. How? I thought it was no judgment zone. Plus, how is it unsafe? Please explain to me how it's unsafe. That's what I really want them to say out loud. Why is it unsafe to have a man in the women's locker room asking women to put lotion on him and shower? Why is that unsafe? Tell me why that's unsafe. Dear Planet Fitness, why is that unsafe? You said it was unsafe. I'm just curious what's unsafe about it. That's why no one wants to say the shit. No one wants to say the shit. Well, because men fuck and they just fuck and fuck and fuck, and all sexual crimes seem to be just men doing weird shit. And also, if you're already a man and you don't get the social nuances of no one wants you in the women's locker room, you're fucking crazy. And crazy is a really strong correlate to doing dumb shit. The woman reportedly had her membership. The woman reportedly had her membership revoked at her local Planet Fitness in Fairbanks, Alaska, while the shaving individual was allowed to return despite some public outrage. Wait a second. This article just skips to that?
No, you missed a paragraph.
I did?
Yes.
Oh.
This new incident comes weeks after the gym's company stock started to tank, in part due to the company's reaction to a woman who purportedly filmed another gym goer who also identified as a transgender woman shaving over a sink. The shaving woman was in Fairbanks.
Oh, but did that person who took the picture while the shaving individual was allowed to return despite some the woman reportedly had her membership revoked at her Planet Fitness in Fairbanks, Alaska. Wow. How come I don't see that part on mine? The woman had report. Let me see the new incident. Oh, okay, I do. I have an ad in there. Look I have an ad in there between those two paragraphs. You don't.
You're missing crucial information due to advertisement.
Yeah, I mean, people, this is not an isolated incident. Man. The Liver King is giving away, it depends on where you read the story, but it looks like the Liver King is giving away $1,000 a day for 100 days.
Wow.
But in this video here that we have, he gives away $10,000, I think.
$10,000 cash right now for the winner of a fight. I'll tell you what it is. It's rock, paper, scissors. One try, $10,000 goes to the winner. Fighters ready.
Get ready.
Judges ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Fight.
Hey! And the winner is...
We have a new champion.
I'm challenging for that. Hey, he decided. So what if we did triple or nothing?
Career so far, what I make in one fight right now.
If you actually full sin believe that you can do something and you bet your fucking life on it, take home the $10,000.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I got 10,000.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Is it like a content thing now?
Must be.
Or maybe just like a reinvigorate his brand, right? It's hard to hate a guy who's giving away $1,000 a day.
Right.
All these people were just like hating on him for being an asshole. And it's like, hey, that dude who came up and is like, hey, I want to play you for it. That guy's an asshole.
Yeah. Well, he's shooting a shot. Why not? You know, he's got nothing to lose.
I don't like him.
Dude's smart for keeping his 10K though.
Yeah, totally. That's a fucking shitload.
What was wrong with him now? Like he had his arm in a sling. He had a patch for a while over his eyes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to his arm.
Like he's just getting jacked up.
Well, you know what Chris Rock says? You have to be infamous, and then you have to play the victim, and then you have to be notorious, and then you have to be really good at something. And so maybe that's just he's playing all the angles. Get with the programming. I guess that rotator cuff gave out after all that primal juicing.
Yikes.
Look at this one. I'm gonna play this clip for you. How about play this one that says "How about be thankful"? Do you see this?
Yeah.
This shit's always weird to me. These kind of posts are so weird to me. Here we go.
3 types of people in your life. First are the leaf people. These are people who come into your life just for a season. They are there to take what they need, and as soon as it gets cold or a wind blows in your life, they are gone. Second are the branch people. Although they are stronger than leaves, you have to test them out before you run out there and put all your weight on them. They may stay with you for a few seasons, but they will break away when life becomes tough. And finally, the root people. These people are very important because they don't do things to be seen. Their only wish is to support you and help you live a strong and healthy life. And even if you go through a difficult time, they will hold you up. They love you, just the way you are.
Oh, fuck you.
People.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
There's like
fuck off. Say it again. Go ahead, Sousa.
As I say, anytime there's one of those, it just reminds me of like, I don't know, just this. It's kind of like victim mentality ish. Like, oh, nobody was there for me, and it got tough. It's like, you know who people really want to be around is somebody who, when it gets tough, like they just accept the situation. They keep moving forward. They don't, you know what I mean? They don't fall. They don't need a crutch. They don't ask you or need all this attention. Why aren't you supporting me? They just keep on trekking, and you recognize the struggle and the hardship. And usually those people are the ones you end up giving to, right? It's not the ones that are sit back for a handout.
And listen, you know why Trump has so many friends? Because he has a plane that seats 247 people. And if you have a plane that only seats 2 people, you're only going to have 1 friend. And like, that's okay. And then when you don't have a plane, your friends that don't need to fly, they might not be as close with you. Like it's just so fucking stupid. How about just be like, holy fuck, I'm glad that I even had leaf friends. I'm glad I even had friends for a fucking season. I'm glad that I had some value that someone wanted to be with me. Listen, no one wants to be around a pile of shit.
Right. Or the constant demanding of your time and attention because they're just so fucking high maintenance.
Yeah, for me, that's it. Like, if you're high maintenance, get the fuck away. But other than that, like, you just, like, someone said to me, hey, you know, people, those people just like you because you have a podcast.
Okay.
Like something about some guest I had on. And I'm just like, ladies and gentlemen, I just want everyone to know that if it wasn't for this podcast, Caleb and I would not be friends.
That's a fact.
All these people in the chat would not be friends. There'd be nowhere for them
and
to
I
go.
want to tell you how fucking thankful I am that Caleb and I align on that. Fucking douche canoes.
You think I talked to him at any point outside of this? Absolutely not.
Haley moved Caleb from leaf to branch. We've made it into 3 years of our relationship. It's like, who the fuck thinks like that?
Honestly, 3 years is like an hour a day for 3 years. Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude. I just can't do that. I just can't. And I'm not saying that there's not a criteria for having friends. Like there's people Sousa doesn't, if you spit in the gym, like your time at CrossFit Livermore is going to be limited.
Yeah, unless you clean it up. You know, if you don't clean it up, then yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
So it's just like it's just too simple. It's just too simple. I wish I had those problems. I wish I had so much fucking money that I'm like, God, I wonder if Sousa really likes me.
He only shows up when I'm paying the bill or to get on my private jet. Seems really weird. He didn't come when
listen, if you pay for dinner every time you go out with your friends are going to want to go out to dinner with you. There's nothing wrong with that.
The expectation that you place on other people should just be a stronger expectation for yourself, and then you should set your friends free of the expectations that you have of them.
Yes.
Right? Like, just be what you expect and don't expect anything from anybody else. And that's the key to having friends and happy relationships. It's like the friends that like you'll walk in and say hi to a couple people. Maybe they're like good friend. You're sitting over there. I said hi to Caleb. I said what's up to, you know, whatever, Dick Butter. Said what's up to Ken, and then kind of kept on walking through the gym. And then the high maintenance friend sits there and goes, oh, he didn't say anything to me. Now why? Now I'm gonna act different. Like, hi, Sevan.
Right.
I'm here.
Right.
Did you notice me?
You know, and you're just like, fuck, I hate you. Or like,
yeah.
Like, hey, I texted you about thing. You never got back to me. And it's like, yeah, now we're face to face. So instead of bitching about me texting you back or not, you could just said, hey, Sevan, we're going on that hike the other Saturday. I said something about it. Did you want to go join us or not? Totally cool either way. Not like, you never text me back. Oh, well, Sevan never texted me back. So how would I know?
Yeah.
Fuck. Leave.
Yeah.
Leave. Go hang out with Tay-Tay on her 7-hour live and put makeup on each other's face.
Tay-Tay.
Yeah,
it's
those friends trigger me.
Yeah, having high maintenance friends is just take ownership for it. There'll be times where I have friends that become very difficult to get a hold of, but I just keep persisting. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you need to talk to someone, you call them 4 times one day, they don't respond, and the next day you call them once, and the next day you call them once, and after a week you call them once a week, and then finally you get in touch with them. And then they always have a good story, like, where the fuck you been? Well, I had to go to the National Guard and serve for a month. Oh, whew, glad you told me that. I was about to hate you.
It's okay. You would have hated me anyway.
There you go. Perfect. I saw something great from Nate Dogg. In all sports people, all you fucking sports people who play on a sports team, none of those people would be your friends if you didn't play on the same sports team and practice 3 hours a day for 4 years. Like, that's why you're friends. It's okay. Some of the closest people I bet you Sousa has in his life are because they go to CrossFit Livermore. If they stop going there, he might lose touch with them. It's not because he doesn't like them. It's because he still got to fucking go to work and run the gym. And they fucking are now moved to fucking Bangkok.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 100% true.
And when they come back to town, he'll still be there.
Yep.
Brushed this morning with Matoothian, the tooth powder, orgasm in my mouth. If you haven't tried the Matoothian yet, you are so missing out. Caller, hi. Caller. I saw someone making fun of the way the phones work here the other day, and I'm like, God, it's so true. I deserved every bit of it. It's just a complete shit show. Caller, I'm trying. I disconnected and reconnected, and if you come in, you come in. If you don't, you don't. Sorry. I don't know what to say. I can't stress about it anymore.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, finally. 32.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Okay, we're good. Hey, I wanted to stop by. I don't know if you remember me. We used to talk a little bit offline. So I've kind of been out for a little bit, but I've been following the content again, and I just recently finished your behind the scenes.
Did you have erectile dysfunction when you stopped listening to the show?
I did.
Okay.
And I couldn't figure out what it was.
I had heard a lot about that. Well, I'm glad you came back. See?
Yeah.
You're just using me for how hard I make your dick. I understand. Feel so
No,
used.
you know, like the state of CrossFit was just, it kind of made me sour for a little bit, where I just I was still doing CrossFit, but just the content, it was just all over the place. But anyway.
You ever done 200 burpees? And you ever done 200 burpees in a workout?
I've done 100.
I did 200 yesterday.
Got him.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
20 minutes. I did 10 on the minute for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Respectable, right?
Good little email. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
But anyway,
okay, go on about your penis again. Let's get back to your penis.
What reminded, that'd be a long conversation. What reminded me, what it reminded me of was when I first started doing CrossFit. You know, it wasn't even like I'd watch the games a little bit and stuff like that, but it was when you do your podcast back in the day at I guess you were at CrossFit. I guess you had a little office there or whatever. But
it was a big office with the window, dude. It was a big office with the window. Fuck nut. I had 2 offices. I did have 2 offices there. I was the only person that had 2 offices. One adjacent to Greg's office, and then I had my other podcast studio office. I was a fucking the boss there. How dare you? Go on.
Okay, hold on. Under Greg's desk does not count as an office. But
listen, there was a phone under there and a pillow. There's a phone and a pillow down there. You shut it.
Yeah. There was a lot of room. Okay.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
but just getting to see the actual, you don't get to really see that in all sports. You get to see these quick interactions with people, but to see like Bridges and Froning and all them messing around and just joking, and like even the recent behind the scenes, like it didn't seem like there was a whole lot of that anymore, which sucks. But that's what got me actually interested in doing CrossFit. And this isn't just to hype you up, but I don't think that like a lot of people in this space realize, the people that kind of hate on it, but you'd ask the questions that no one would ask, but they wanted to know. And it was like, yeah, it'd get a little uncomfortable, right? But it's like, that's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
But
as long as I'm not fucking with their performance, here let me propose 2 things to you. I think this year's behind the scenes was as good as any behind the scenes ever. I just think it takes a while for them to age. So I think if you watch this behind the scenes in 5 years, you'll be like, holy fuck. And then the second thing, in defense of all the other people out there who have no chance of making content that's as good as mine, it's also because they have an agenda and they have a time constraint, right? So like I have 20 minutes to listen to Noah and Jason talk about their careers in the twilight, where other people just don't have that time because they have to get the shot that they want and move on. That being said, it is fucking so unique, the behind the scenes. And I'm made to do it, and I'm so good at it, and it's fucking crazy that there was a time in the sport where it didn't happen. And it's just wild. I appreciate you saying that. As I get older and less humble, I just realize what a great value it is, and it never gets old hearing people tell me how much they like it. I appreciate it.
What I wondered, because you were
one more thing. Keep that thought about the wonder. Okay. And when I go to semifinals, the semifinals behind the scenes are extra special because I really will hunker down and follow the bubble athletes, and there will be so much fucking tension because a lot of people are not going this year, and there's going to be a lot of good people there, and it's going to be gnarly. Okay, go on. You were wondering what?
So how much does the setup that you had at the games, how much does that weigh?
That's a good question. I don't know, but I've already started like training for it, like walking with a weight vest on, doing workouts with like 1 pound wrist weights, 2 pound, 3 pound wrist weights. I don't know. I'd say I don't know, 7 pounds, whatever it is. It starts to really wear on me, and it's definitely harder as I get older. Holding the camera just in front of me like this it's like it's wearing on me. Even the walking around, the 10 hours on my feet is even it wears on me.
What
I used to work out. I used to work out every day after I would go to my hotel room, no matter what time, and do 100 burpees. This year, when I did the behind the scenes at 51 or whatever I am, I didn't do that. I would drank with Caleb instead.
I mean, was that the longest you've had to hold a camera in how many years has it been? 3?
Since Rosa made the worst business decision in the history of CrossFit. Took the largest contributor to the journal, just the fucking man, the guy who fucking made all the content in 08, 09, 010, since he fired me, whenever that was, 2020, when they shit the fucking bed. I can't believe it. And I can't believe anyone on that board hasn't fucking reached out to me and been like, save my company.
I don't even think that people on the board are connected to what's happening, really.
Yeah. Hey,
so are you going to do
that thing that Sousa said? I'm like, yeah, I could do that. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you doing the games this year as well?
I'm gonna try to. I've asked to. I've asked. I've begged. I've pleaded. So I mean, I'll try to. I mean, I really enjoy doing it. I really, 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 really enjoy doing it. It's really fun.
Hey, okay, and I don't want to take over the podcast, but so I did watch the Buttery Bros documentary. I just finished that one as well. Not to plug them, but
no, you can plug them. Plug them away. What did you watch of theirs?
So the thing with Horvath, right? And I've watched all your stuff with her, right? And I'm like, man, does she just not like Sevan? But then I watched her interactions with Huber. Is it Huber?
Heber.
Is that how you say his name?
Heber.
Heber.
Yeah.
And it was the same.
Oh,
it was the same.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if you've seen it, but it was kind of the same, like, prickliness.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, that's just her.
This is what I heard, and I swear to God, this is the truth. I heard that as soon as she puts those rad shoes on, they're so fucking tight on her feet that she turns into a bitch. But when she takes them off, she's cool as shit. That's what I heard. Now, I have multiple sources.
And since you only see her at competition time, Sevan, you know, the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah. So listen, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But her face is someone said she's Hungarian. Her face is like perfect. I just can't stop staring at her face. She has the most beautiful face in CrossFit. You're telling your kid you're talking to Sevan, he's gonna hate you.
Like,
hey,
who are you talking to?
When you get close to her, you can feel how special she is. And when you look at her face up close, it's fucking nuts. She's an angel. Hey, maybe maybe also, you know, some people who are like that powerful like that, like my wife is that powerful like that, and she dims her own light. It's like they're almost like they're afraid of their power. Like maybe if she starts talking to me, like I'll just faint.
Well, I think like a lot of women, right? Like I tell my wife all the time, right? Is like where they could be, but where the world has tried to suppress them down to is like.
Well, men
insane.
too. I see men dim their own light men dim their own light all the time.
Humans in general.
Yeah.
I think too, part of her being Hungarian has to do with it, because I have like this a couple Hungarians that just basically moved over for the US, like, you know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And it's definitely like a culture thing. Like a couple of them, like I'll joke with, especially the women, and they just like shoot these like dirty looks or like something. So they always have their like guard up, like pushing back against you. But then you'll hear from somebody else like, oh, you're their absolute favorite, you know? So I think it's a little bit
just
of a
like their demeanor.
Hey, I'll tell you this too. Here's a good example of a man who dims his own light. Do you know who Scott Schweitzer is from the Clydesdale podcast?
I've watched the podcast, but I can't recall exactly.
He's a fucking amazing interviewer. He does tons of research. He's got great flow. And over the last year, he's dimming his light less and less, meaning he's so fucking nice to people when he doesn't need to be. Because no one's ever going to think he's a dick anyway. And the people who do, fuck them. And so like that guy, whenever I see that guy, I'm like, fuck, if that guy let loose, he'd be a fucking superstar. But he just dims his own lights. He's trying to be too nice, and I'm just like, but fuck, man, he is good. Yeah, if he just, and lately I've noticed in his videos, maybe a few months ago, I noticed, I'm like, oh shit, he's letting go a little bit. It's like fuck it, and that kind of happens as you get older too, right? You're like, fuck it.
So
that chick's not gonna fuck me anyway. I might as well just be myself.
So that's what's funny is like I'd never really had someone tell me that, and I'm only 30, but I was talking to one of my buddies, and we were talking about like how my wife kind of checks me, and she's like, hey, you know, you're being a little bit of a dick right now. And I'm like, I don't know. And he told me the same thing. He's like, you know, you're getting older. He's like, it happened to me. He's like 36, 37. He's like, when I started getting like in my 30s, it's like I stopped caring a little bit about just making sure I'm nice, but rather saying what's on my mind.
Yeah.
Over that. And but in y'all's space, it's hard, right? Because most people aren't doing things, and I mean, you do it some too, but where you have to ride that fine line of like, you have your opinions and you let them go, but just the state of everything right now is like you give your opinions, right? But you try to do it in a way where people aren't just going to all attack you at one time.
Right. And it's also right. It's that fine line. Like I do want to film the behind the scenes. And so, I'm willing to bite my tongue. I'm not going to lie, but I'm willing to bite my tongue, to get the access I want. But I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like, I do think that all those fucking guys that I roll with, Hillers and the John Youngs and the I don't know who else, but those two stand out in particular. Taylor Self, like they're fucking wrong. The Open was fucking amazing. The workouts were the best workouts ever in the history of the Open. They're perfect. So like, if I didn't really think that, I wouldn't say it. But that being said, if I thought they were ass, I probably wouldn't go as hard as them because like I want to work my way and like I want to film the behind the scenes. I don't think that's like compromising my I don't think that's compromising anything.
I think it's like setting like priorities of like what's important. Like, is it
as I'm going balls deep into my wife, I'm not gonna be like, you have bad breath. I'm gonna be like, I'll tell her after.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, my wife's never had bad breath, and I'm just saying, just if she did.
Right. I mean,
yeah, just like there's a Caleb Sousa taught me that sequencing. There's an important sequence to execution. You sequence. He taught me about sequencing.
It's all about sequencing.
Yeah. I mean, the footage that you get is more important than saying some things that might be on your mind, I guess.
Yeah. You don't have to. Yeah, and 90% of the shit that I think one day it changes the next day a little bit. There's always nuances to it. It's not like I'm committed to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll let y'all get back to y'all's show. I just wanted.
Oh, Jake Chapman. Jake Chapman has a question for you.
Okay.
Has the caller ever accidentally started watching a trans woman on Pornhub and thought, "Oh, fuck it," and then after he finished, regretted it, and then didn't, and now just watches it?
No,
dude, I've never had a tranny pop up in my algo. Wait, Jake, they don't pop up on accident, dude.
That's a search thing, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Not to dabble in those sites anyway.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, I like how you said you try not to. Very, very honest of you.
That's right. Just sticks to the previews. That's all. Doesn't click the link.
I just hold my. I heard if you hold your thumb on the picture, it'll play the highlights for you.
It'll give you 3 seconds.
You don't even have to click the video.
That's all you need.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
thanks, dude.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ciao.
Peace.
Dylan, what's up, dude? How you doing? Crazy fights last night, Dylan. Woo! Crazy. All right, Haley Adams is coming on tonight. Dylan, what's up, dude? We can rarely get 2 calls in a row where the phone works. Let's see if there's a popping sound.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. No popping sound. Wow.
How's the audio? I'm driving, so.
It's fantastic.
Okay, sweet. Hey, it's Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
Jake Chapman. The answer is yes. So anyway. Hey, what's up, Susan and Caleb?
Hey,
Sorry.
do not crack that seal, people. Seriously. There's enough good stuff. Do not crack the seal. Do you wish you didn't? Do you wish you didn't crack the seal?
Accidents happen all the time, you know.
I hear you. I love you're so compassionate with yourself.
Put it back together.
Yeah, that's very compassionate of yourself.
So I wake up this morning, my testosterone's through the freaking roof because of UFC 300. I was up later than shit because I'm on the East Coast, and but you know, I wake up early. Testosterone's pumping. I go to the gym, I spar, and I go straight to the hardware store afterward, pick up a bunch of lumber and concrete bags, like real man shit. Sevi?
Yep. Yeah. I'm loving this.
Real man shit.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know, I'm doing all this because the test is peak, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna build my wife some shit.
Yeah, you didn't jerk it off. You go to a tranny video on Pornhub and let it fly on the bathroom floor. You went and got concrete and said, "Nice, okay, I'm with you. I'm following that story."
Precisely. And I'm in construction, so that this is not unfamiliar territory to me. I could build shit like crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, she's getting a baby in her tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Sevan podcast is playing live.
Yeah.
And I dropped everything that was on my shoulders, and I forgot how to build everything because my testosterone plummeted listening to you fuckers talk about UFC 300 like it wasn't the most spectacular fucking thing on planet Earth.
So sorry. You're so right. You're so right.
It was like watching The View, dude.
You're so right. You're right. You're right.
Is that bad?
Peace and love. Peace and love. I love you guys.
All right, I love you too. You're right. It was that good. He's right.
That's amazing.
It was. It was outstanding. Bring Darian Weeks back.
I know. Wasn't he a gem? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? He called me after the show and he's like, "Hey, dude, I know you're just using me." I'm like, "Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Just using you. Just using you, buddy." Yeah, I got to bring him back.
You want.
He needs to come on more regularly, but it's so sweet when he does come on. And like, I don't even care. He's doing it from his car. And God, I love doing that show with him. He's such a good dude.
Just once a year, fly him out and have him give you a haircut.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, live. We could do that live.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Mic both you guys up and then just get one single
Hey, dude, I'm
shot.
thinking I was trying to figure out a way if there's a way I could drive to the Knoxville semifinal because I so don't want to fly. I don't think it's possible. But if I did, I could get a haircut from Darian. I'll throw that on the list.
Dude, that's like 10 extra days.
Yeah, and there's no time.
Yeah, you'd have to leave right now.
Yeah. But I got to go to the Carson. Then I'd have to get situated there and fly to Carson.
Yeah, other way around.
Dude, I'm 4 hours away, and I don't even know if I'm going to make it. And I would love to, just to see some of the Sevanistas.
How's the baby?
David Weed, or especially David Weed. If he showed up, I would spar with him.
Oh, please. David Weed ain't fucking doing nothing. He's not even a real person. Hey, how's the baby?
Oh, she's great. Yeah, she didn't die or nothing. You know, of course. It was... you just have irrational thoughts the whole time. But yeah, she got over it. It was all good.
Who got over what? Wait, what are you talking about? No, I said, how's the baby?
Oh, I'm sorry. You forgot. I called in last week or 2 weeks ago asking because she was sick, and I was just
right.
She's good now.
Gauging what you would do. Sorry, context.
Oh, you know what? Did I know that was you?
I don't think we knew that.
You didn't like say my name or anything like that, but I know you've done that in the past because you would just allow the caller to.
Right. Sorry, I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't know. That was dumb of me.
No, I should have said it was me. It's all good. I don't know. Whatever, you know. But
Hey, would you punch you punch a man? Would you punch a woman in the face?
I've thought about it.
But would you do it? No. Now, so what about a man? What about a man wearing rads? Would you punch a man wearing rads?
Feet out. I'd kick his legs out from underneath him.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I agree. That wouldn't be cool.
You know what? I take that back. If you want to call yourself a woman that bad and you're that fucking weirdo, the clown lady that you showed the other day.
Oh, from Seattle, Stephanie Mueller. Yeah, Stephanie Mueller. Yeah.
I would punch her in the fucking neck. I mean,
Would you motorboat? Would you motorboat Stephen Mueller?
If I knocked it out, I would motorboat it. Just a quick
motorboat
and then run.
Oh my God, they're doing tranny violence on the Sevan podcast. I can't believe it. Dylan is a professional fighter. He fights for a living. No one get all weird. This is just what he does. It'd be like getting upset at someone talking about swinging a hammer who is a construction worker. It's just what he does. Dylan, are you on Instagram? Chris Biesterfeld's asking.
Yeah, Dylan Vowell RFM.
Okay.
Relentless forward movement, baby.
Nice.
Is that your? I don't even know if I follow you in this new account. Relentless.
And one of the 10 accounts you've had over the past.
What? Relentless what? Relentless what?
Dylan Vowell. No. It's Dylan Vowell RFM. It used to be Relentless Dylan Vowell.
Let me see.
It's Dylan Vowell RFM.
Let me see if I can spell your name.
DILLONVOWELL.
Jesus Christ, that was fast. There's Dylan Lowen.
Hey, do you know? Hey, by the way,
Dylan Vowell.
Who started the group? Who started the group chat?
What group? Oh, I don't follow you. I do now. Oh, what group chat?
The 70s group chat.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
I was on the podcast like 2.5 years ago. I'm not even in the fucking thing. What the hell? Someone sent me an invite. Come on. I was missing out on.
I heard it's just crazy in there.
Oh, I want to be in there.
Okay.
I just realized it was a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But Love you guys.
All right, love you too, buddy. Have
Great
a
show.
dude.
Okay.
Other than the beginning.
I'm gonna go to. Hey, listen. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and just walk around the aisles and pick up testosterone.
There you go.
All right.
Cement and sand.
All right. Well,
Ciao.
love you guys. We'll see you.
Love you too.
Dick butter. I got booted from it.
Oh, you did get booted?
He got booted.
What would you get booted for? Like sending in a dick pic or something?
Just getting crazy.
Oh.
Who knows? I don't know. I just made that up. I have to run to the gym though. I'll see you dudes later.
All right. Wait, hold on. I'm going to get off too. Oh, look, I don't even follow Travis Bellinghausen. Now I do. Follow back. Jesus Christ. There's so many people I don't follow that I need to follow. Okay. Love you guys. See you tonight with Haley Adams. Sousa, thank you. Caleb, thank you. Love you guys. Bye-bye.